Hey guys, you're here with Olivia, and in today's review, we're going to be going over the brand new Sinners movie that featured Michael B. Jordan and Hailee Steinfeld as the main stars. Now, this movie was fantastic. I loved it. This was the best new movie that came out of 2025 so far and 2024. It's one of my favorites-ish movies. I wouldn't say it's like my favorite top 10 or anything, but it is a movie I really enjoyed, and I will definitely be watching it again. This is a spoiler-free video, so there will be no spoilers, but before we get started, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Let's get to 1,000 subscribers. I know we can do it, people. Alright, let's get started. Okay, now I believe this is a rated R movie. I mean, there is a lot of blood and gore and, like, some sexual stuff in it, so I don't think it's going to be PG-13. And it is a vampire movie. I mean, they show that in the trailer, so I don't think I spoiled anything, but it is a vampire movie. Now, what I liked about this movie, though, is it didn't go all in on the horror aspect and, like, the scariness and the vampires. The vampires didn't even get introduced until, like, the middle of the movie. Now, don't get me wrong, I love scary movies and vampire movies and ghosts and, like, supernatural, all that fun stuff. But let me tell you, I was not disappointed that there were barely any, like, scary vampire stuff. I was honestly very happy that they didn't go all in with it, because there was a lot of historical stuff about the movie. And it really just showed Michael B. Jordan's characters. He played two people, which is incredible that we can do that now with technology. In 2025, because there would be, like, scenes in the movie where Michael B. Jordan's two characters, Smoke and Stack, were standing right next to each other. And, like, handing each other something or talking to each other. So it was insane. I mean, Michael B. Jordan's acting was phenomenal by himself. And the fact that he played two characters who were very different from each other. Smoke was a little more wiser, a little more contained, where Stack was kind of like the hot shot, the one making deals and doing all the dirty work, was just very impressive. I mean, I could have watched the whole movie without there being vampires even. Like, I could have watched the movie if it was just, like, the music and the culture of the time period and everything going on at that time. And how these two guys, Smoke and Stack, are, like, trying to, like, you know, get up there, make a life for themselves, while also dealing with, like, racism and unfair treatment. Like, this movie showed everything, which was amazing, while still being very intense. Like, honestly, I completely forgot this was a vampire movie until, like, halfway through the film when I was like, oh, wait. And I like how the vampires were biblically accurate. Like, you know, vampires can't just walk into buildings or go into places without being invited. Like, if they're not invited in, they're not welcome. None of this sparkle in the sun bullcrap either. Like, they were true vampires, which was really awesome to see. Now, Hailee Steinfeld was amazing like Michael B. Jordan, but she didn't have as big of a role as I expected her to have. I was a little disappointed, because I love my girl Hailee, and honestly, she wasn't, like, you know, in this movie that much, or she didn't play a role that, like, I thought she would play. I mean, honestly, they kind of, like, you know, hyped her up like she was going to be on the same level as Michael B. Jordan, but I'd say a person who, like, really carried this movie, too, that I, like, am not seen anywhere was the preacher boy. The priest's son. I am really sorry, guys. I have no idea what his name was in the movie, and I have, like, no idea who the actor was either, which I'm really bummed, because I wanted to, like, you know, talk about him and say how amazing he was. But I don't have my computer or anything around me to look it up. Because, you know, I'm in the wilderness, and there's not just, like, technology lying around. But the preacher boy was amazing. And his voice, oh my god, just the music itself in this movie was like a story of its own. I could have just watched the movie with all these people coming together, having one night to just party, sing, dance. Just one night where they could be free. So this movie was perfect about showing all, like, the music and the culture and what life was like back in the day. If you were, you know, not a white man. And that's kind of what this movie's about. I'll go over like a really fast overview of the plot without giving anything away. Basically, Smoke and Stack, both played by Michael B. Jordan. They're cousins who went to Chicago for a bit and came back with a lot of money. I think it was Mississippi where they went back to. I can't remember, but I think it's Mississippi. And they wanted to open up this, like, I forgot the word for it, but it was like this, they bought a house, a really big, like, you know, mansion-y place, and then they turned it into, like, this club and bar where, you know, people of color could go escape their day and they could go have fun and, like, be free for a night. But it literally only lasted, like, half a night because then the vampires came into play. Which, I won't spoil or say anything more, but it was crazy. Now, what I liked about this movie is they had no problem killing people off. They're like, yeah, we're gonna build up all these characters that you love, and you're like, oh my gosh, I love this person, and then we're gonna kill them. That's nice. So honestly, the writing is fantastic because you really do fall in love with all these amazing characters. And all the actors were fantastic. I mean, there really wasn't that many, like, main characters, but when they all came together, it was honestly incredible. There wasn't a single person in this movie who got on my nerves. Now, I liked Sinners a lot better than Minecraft, even though they're two very different movies. I did appreciate a dark thriller action movie like this more because it had more of a story. Like, it was in the music. It wasn't just about the vampires and the monsters that, like, most scary movies are about. It was in the people. Like, the whole setting and background had a story in itself. I definitely recommend everybody should watch this movie that's, like, you know, age appropriate. I love how it was, like, in a back in the day time setting. Usually you don't have that. Most movies are, like, you know, in present time, so it was really cool to see, like, an old-fashioned movie with vampires and stuff where the characters weren't, like, annoyingly stupid. What I did appreciate about this movie is as soon as they found out that, you know, the vampires were vampires, they weren't like, oh my god, but that's our friend, we need to let them in. Like the one lady, Smoke's wife or girlfriend, she was clever. She's like, yeah, no, these are not people. Something bigger's going on here. Like, she knew. And then everybody else kind of listened to her, so I did appreciate that. They weren't, like, dumb or like, no, well, let's split up and go our own way. They all kind of stuck together, and they were all smart, which was really nice, because I'm getting sick of the whole, like, dumb crap where, you know, you got to kill off the people one by making them stupid and making them, like, you know, fight to be the leader and be like, no, we should do this my way. These people all stuck together. So, yeah, Sinners is a 10 out of 10. The acting, writing, storytelling, it was all perfection. Now, I am getting bit up right now by, like, gnats, mosquitoes, probably some poisonous bug. So I'm going to cut the review short. But go see Sinners if you haven't, because I promise you this movie was fantastic and worth it. And even if you don't like the movie or you don't like the idea, just go see it to watch Michael B. Jordan at this point. That's, like, the only reason I went at first. I, like, didn't think this movie was going to be that good. I was kind of, like, about it, and I really only went for Michael B. Jordan, but wow, was it fantastic. This movie was great, but it wasn't as good as Fight Club, which is a movie I just recently saw. I will be doing a review of Fight Club. That is one of my favorite movies. What's the #1 rule of Fight Club? Never talk about Fight Club. But yeah, go watch Sinners if you haven't. Like and subscribe if you've enjoyed. Hit that notification bell. Let me know in the comments what you thought of this movie. If you've seen it, if you've enjoyed it. If you hated it, you can, you know, get off my page and never speak to me again. Joking. We're all entitled to our own opinions, even bad ones. But thanks for watching, and I hope I'll see you around.